When people really sink their teeth into the principles of unconditional love and learn how to love and teach their children, they discover that it's very different from how everybody else raises their children. It's very different from how they were raised themselves, and very different from how most of the world lives. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to learn more about these principles of real love. Turns out that all of this differentness should not be a surprise to us. Let's go back in time 2,000 years. The New Testament records the life and teachings of Jesus, and no matter what you think about his divinity or theology, the records indicate that he was at the very least a powerful teacher and an example of what he taught. Near the end of his life, he told his followers that he was giving them a new rule of life. It wasn't complicated. He said, love each other. And he knew that they would be wondering, how? What does that look like? What does loving each other look like? So he answered that question without them asking it in the next sentence. He said, love each other just like you have seen me love you. Now, when people read this, they tend to think, oh, how sweet, what a great ideal, to love each other. And yes, it is, but there's another message here. At the time Jesus said, love each other, he also said that this law was new, an appreciation I've gained more and more recently. It was new. Yes, there's some mention of love in the Old Testament, 4,000 years of it, but nothing like what Jesus described, which means that it took 4,000 years of God teaching his people before he decided that we were ready to hear this new law. We human beings find loving that difficult. 4,000 years before we were even ready to hear the law. Maybe we should give ourselves a break if it takes a little while to learn this. Of course, then when Jesus died, almost immediately we all fell into lawlessness and darkness and war, and that's why they call it the Dark Ages, I suppose. Loving each other is still almost a fantasy in this world. If you doubt that, take a look at the world with all the endless conflict, addictions, and misery. Read a few headlines. My point, the history of the world and the history of the Bible clearly prove that love is not our natural condition. And if we don't consciously choose to find it and share it with our children, they will be sucked with great force into the vortex of the darkness of past pain and behaviors. I know you want to save your children from the consistently dark patterns of the world, or you wouldn't be here. I know you want to save them from depression, anxiety, self-harming, anger, and addictions to social media, video games, porn. Fortunately, you can learn how to love and teach your kids and accomplish all of this at realloveparents.com.